What's going on, guys? So basically what we're doing here is this will be a basic wave control video. We're going to go over the terms, basic wave control terms, and also when to do each type. So some basic ones that you guys will be using: pushing the wave, freezing the wave, bouncing the wave, and then slow pushing the wave are some of the ones I'll be going over in this specific video. Pushing is pretty simple, and it's the simplest one, and you probably use it a lot already. If you don't, you need to, but use it every game, throughout the whole game, right? You're going to be always pushing waves, but there's also times to use the other ones, of course, so that's what we'll be going over. Times where you want to push the wave in lane phase anyway, such as you just killed the enemy ADC, the enemy ADC just recalled, you saw them recall, or you forced them to recall, or if you want to buy items. The reason you're going to be doing those is because you want to push it in if the enemy ADC just died or recalled, because you want to make sure to deny them CS. Along with if you want to recall, that way the waves under their tower and not yours. That way you're not missing any CS, right? So here's a quick push. Just basically you're using abilities on the wave, but you're not spamming abilities, right? Like I'm not going to spam every ability, because in an actual game I'm going to need the mana. But what you're going to see is you're going to see this minion wave, this next one, is going to stack up a little bit. It's not going to be in a straight line, right? That way when it gets to over here, it's going to be able to push my minion wave in, as long as I don't hit it at all, right? And keep in mind, looks like I lagged a little bit, but keep in mind, the enemy ADC and probably support will be hitting this wave, so we'll be pushing even faster than it is in this video. What you'll see is, it doesn't look like it's pushing at the moment, but it will, because the enemy ADC, or the enemy wave, is going to get here before mine will, and start pushing it out even more, because the wave's on their side of the map. Oops, missed that one. Wasn't really looking. So again, this push would be going faster, or the bounce I mean, if the enemy, like if there was an enemy, because they'd be hitting the wave. But it should still push towards my side, and then once I get it over to my side of the map, I can freeze it. This is another one accident. But you can see there's only 3 minions now. They have 4 wizards, right? So this wave's going to stack pretty hard on my side. Now, times you'd want to bounce the wave, such as this, is if you want to be zoning the enemy ADC off of CS, right? Because this whole time, I could be up here, like pressuring, while these minions are just killing all of my minions, right? Because they have such a big minion wave. Now, you don't want to all in when they have a big minion wave like this and you're bouncing, because you're going to take a lot of minion damage. This is basically to zone them off CS, right? If you're stronger than them, if they're hitting them, or if you want your jungler to be able to gank you, right? Because now the wave's on my side of the map, my jungler's going to be able to gank, Oops, missed one. But see how big this wave is now? So now this wave, I can do a couple things with it. I can let it get to my tower and crash, which I don't want to do here for the sake of the video. What we're going to do is we're going to freeze it. Now this is a little bit too big, because like I said, it's a little stacked, but like, it's going to freeze it right now, right? Now, the wave's stuck here. Oops, missed one. Oh my god, misclicked again. But the wave's stuck here now, basically. Okay, they're always going to have more minions than we are. And the wave's going to stay here. Now, I can use this to, let my jungler know, hey, come down bot, the wave's in my favor. Or also to, I lagged again. But also to zone them off CS, right? This whole time I can be up here pressuring and zoning them, because the wave's on my side of the map, right? And if they don't have wards, what are they going to do? Okay, now, if I let this wave crash into my tower, so I don't hold it over there, basically you can see how long you can keep it frozen here. Like, it's going to stay here for a while. It's even going to stay here for this next wave, probably. I don't think it's going to be able to crash. Maybe not. But I'm going to push it out anyway, just to get it out again. So now we're not going to really push it as much. We're going to let it stack a little bit, okay? Now the reason you'll do this is to set up a dive, or if you personally want to dive, or if you're playing a a champion such as Caitlyn, you can poke them under tower, right? And there's going to be a huge wave, so they can't fight you. So as you can see, the minion wave is going to hit right here again, and then stack again with another one of my minion waves, right? I have this big minion wave, and I'm about to get another one down here. Okay, and it's going to stack right here again. Now on this wave is when your jungler is ideally getting here, so you'll push this one in. Okay. That way your jungler can gank or whoever you have with you. Right, and now look at this huge mini wave you have. So if you're on Caitlyn, you can start doing stuff like this, throwing traps down here, right, pressuring. You'd have your jungler ideally coming from here, you know, maybe someone coming from over here too, and then you can set up a quick dive. Or if you're just poking by yourself, you know, you'll have plenty of time to hit your traps. You're going to have plenty of time to hit the tower, right, because they have this huge wave to get. So if they're poking you instead of getting the wave, they're going to be missing a lot of CS. And then not only that, but your next wave gets here on time, meaning that you literally have like an hour of pressure to get, you know, as much damage as you want as a tower, to get your jungler down. If you want to use this time, instead of hitting the tower all this time, if you want to use that time to go get a dragon, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Okay. So yeah, I think this is like pretty basic on how to do each of those 4 main wave mechanics. Pushing, freezing, bouncing the wave, and slow pushing and stacking the wave back into your favor. Yep, thank you for watching.